Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
What's up, guys? My name is Joe.
Welcome back to the channel for another review, of course. So today we actually have a follow-up review for you, and we're going to be talking about Fetti Says.
Says what?
So what's that?
Says what?
Got him. So if you did not see our original review, which wasn't that long ago, we'll go ahead and link it above here at some point. So you can go ahead and click on that and check that out. So he was kind enough to send out 2 new scents for us, and that's what we're going to be reviewing today. We have an oil and butter in each.
Right. All right. So before we dive into this, you know the routine. If you've seen our videos before, please double check and make sure that you have hit that subscribe button if you really like the content that we are putting out for you guys. Also, if you enjoy the content, please make sure that you are sharing our channel with as many people as you can. We want to make sure that we're hitting as many beards as possible. And of course, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. We'll see you after this intro. Hang tight.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into price and presentation. Like I said, we have 2 different scents, oil and butter. So for the price of these, for the peach is a 2-ounce oil. They're both 2-ounce oils. And then for the peach is a 2-ounce butter. So you're looking at $25 for the oil and for the butter. And then for the Gentleman's Essence, again, 2-ounce oil with a 3-ounce butter. You're looking at $25 for the oil, $27 for this butter, which of course is a little bigger. But looking at the presentation, like I said, you're always looking at 2-ounce oils for Fetti, or at least the ones we've gotten. But that is what they look like there, which is pretty cool. They're both pretty different. This one, of course, is the clear glass with the black dropper top. And then this one is kind of like that browner, clearish glass with the white with the gold trim dropper top, which has them both looking pretty different. Joe, what do you think about the presentation and price?
Yeah, first of all, with the price, I think for the 2-ounce bottles of oil, I think that breaks down really nice as far as 2 ounces go. I mean, 2 ounces of oil is a mammoth thing to have. It's going to last you. When you break them down, I think the price is pretty up there with the normal 1 ounces that are being sold. I will say for the butter, maybe I think the 2 ounce maybe a little bit on the pricier side for a 2 ounce. I think that is actually, in my opinion, approaching more towards the 4 ounce range for a price. So I would say maybe a little high on the 2 ounce. And then for the 3 ounce, a little high. I would say that they're higher than what the oils are, maybe a little less reasonable on that, but not a huge deal. Whatever you guys, think on that. But that's just my opinion for the presentation. Presentation, I think is fine. The oil, the bottles look really cool. One of the things that Fetti does a lot is that each of his scents that he comes out with, he purposely makes everything look different. There's some similarities amongst the bottles and the containers, but overall he does seem to make everything look different. At first, I didn't know if I really cared for that. I kind of like everything looking uniform. So that's something I'm still kind of warming up to. I think that was something I knocked during our first review, but I'm kind of warmed up to it a little bit. But I normally like things a little bit more uniform. But yeah, presentation's fine.
Awesome. Yeah, I like the presentation. I like the different colors, things like that. They really solidify themselves, especially when you have the scent descriptions or options that Fetti has, because they're really all over the place. There's a great selection of scents. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and dive right in. The first one that we'll talk about is the Peach Musk, and that is what that looks like there. This one's really cool. This is a great summery scent. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's peach, musk. So I would say it's a true peach scent. Maybe the sweetness or the tartness, if you will, is a little dulled down from the musk. Maybe some might say there's like a touch of cologne in there, but it's a really cool scent. If you're a peach fan, I would imagine most people are if they like fruity scents. It's really nice. I really enjoy it. Did you get the same thing out of that, Joe?
Yeah, I absolutely love this scent. I'm a big fan of peach, and I really felt that he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
It is a fresh picked peach type scent. It's not like an artificial peach candy ring, to say. And I really like the musk aspect of it. I really thought that they blended really well with one another. Very enjoyable experience. I loved wearing it throughout the day, but it was just one of those scents that you could really fall asleep really nicely to. I really feel like when I fell asleep to it, I had like just like that, smile on my face,
Nice.
going to bed. Really enjoyed the scent. It's definitely probably a top 10 scent that's come out so far this year for me.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. I really enjoy it. It's definitely something that I could see myself wearing on a regular basis in that rotation.
Right.
Let's go ahead and talk about Gentleman's Essence. So this one's totally on the different spectrum of things. This is more of like a cologne type of scent.
Yeah.
So to me, this one, it was okay. Nothing special. I definitely see where this one was trying to go. It's trying to be, in my opinion, that like cool going out Saturday night kind of vibe. I would wear it again. I certainly did not like it by any means, but it was just okay. It was a cologne scent that really didn't fit my personal profile of colognes that I like, but I
Mhm.
could see some guys liking it.
Yeah. Yeah. And on the website, it's described as literally a cologne herbal essence.
Okay.
So there's not really too much to the description. So I would be curious to know what exactly is the breakdown of this cologne type scent. For me, it was fine. Like Kyle says, I think we're on the same page there. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It's kind of riding that generic line, I would say. And it does kind of have, like, for me, that soapy type scent to it. Like, if you get some hand soap, I don't want to say this to be rude because it's not the best way to compare it. I mean, kind of like that scent you get from, a bathroom that you get in a public area. It smells good, you want it on your hands and stuff like that, but just very generic. It's kind of a scent that you'll probably say, oh, I've smelled this before. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So these oils do have different blends. Let's go ahead and read those off really quick before we describe how they felt. And it is small, so bear with me. Shea nut oil, cucumber seed oil, coconut oil, castor oil, essential and fragrance oils, and apricot oil. And of course, this is the peach there. And then let's go ahead. We'll just do both. Let me go ahead and read the other one here. Broccoli seed oil, ostrich oil, jojoba oil, emu oil, metafoam seed oil, vitamin E oil. So you can see these were quite different. Here's what's interesting. I felt like the Gentleman's Essence might have been a little softer, which makes sense with that emu oil, with that ostrich oil. But overall, I thought they felt pretty similar. No surprise, especially if you watched our other review for Fetti. I thought they both felt great. I have no issues with the feel and beard with the oil or the butter. My beard really enjoys them.
Yeah, yeah. I think what he was able to do that was pretty impressive was still create two really good feeling beards with two different profiles.
Right.
It's not one of those situations where it's like, man, I really wish I had the ingredient list of the gentleman's, but the scent of the peach. That really wasn't the case for me. I really enjoyed each profile that lined up with the scent. So I didn't find myself wishing things were mixed up a little bit.
Right.
Which when you do things like that, that is a risk that I would imagine that you could run into, where you may really enjoy a scent from one product, but maybe not enjoy the profile, the ingredients as you would another scent. So I think that's a risk, but could be a high reward for a company like Fetti who's trying to just do something different. I think that's what he's really trying to do with this, because it seems like each scent that he comes out with, he has a different profile for. So if that is what he's going with to really stand his company out, I can respect it. Do I think there's red flags and some risks that come with that? Absolutely. but so far so good on them, I would say, as well. So yeah, I definitely share the same experience with Kyle there. Everything I would say from the oil and the butter felt really good, very nourishing, moisturizing. I had no complaints whatsoever about the feel and beards for both these different ingredients.
Right. Yeah, so you can, like I said, between this review, the last review, I think it's fair to say, Joe and I like the things that Fetti Says is doing, which is really cool. And of course, as always, we'll throw the description below so you can go ahead and click on that, look through their website, see the different scent profiles, see the different oil profiles. A lot of different options with Fetti Says, which is really cool. Joe, in conclusion, anything else?
No, with these different scents and different ingredient lists, I'm really curious to see how Fetti, keeps the train rolling. I
Right.
think for, mammoth bottles of oil, the oil itself is good prices, so it might be, worth checking out if you're not a collector, and you just like having a couple on rotation. Other than that, let's see what else he has to bring. So.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree. Excited to see what the future has to hold.
Yeah.
Guys, that's all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.